Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for February 1, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in Iraq, the Coordination Framework has reaffirmed its support for former Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki to lead the next government, despite a warning from U.S. President Donald Trump that Washington would no longer assist Iraq if Maliki were to return to power. This highlights the complex geopolitical landscape in Iraq and the challenges of navigating alliances between the U.S. and Iran. In other news, Japan and Britain have agreed to strengthen their partnership on cybersecurity and critical minerals amid growing concerns over China's influence in the region. The two countries will launch a new cyber-strategic partnership and work together to build more diversified supply chains in critical minerals. Lastly, we're following a developing story of explosions in Iran, with two blasts occurring yesterday in the southwestern city of Ahvaz and another in the city of Ahvaz, resulting in multiple casualties. We urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and seek a peaceful resolution to their differences. These stories and more will be covered in depth on our website and future podcasts. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter. And then she'll know what's right now. Firstly, the situation in Gaza continues to deteriorate, with a recent escalation of violence resulting in the deaths of innocent civilians. The international community is calling for an emergency meeting at the United Nations to address the crisis and provide humanitarian aid to those affected. We'll continue to bring you updates on this developing story as more information becomes available. In other news, a federal judge in Texas has ordered the release of 5-year-old Liam Conejo Ramos and his father from an immigration detention center. The ruling comes after the boy was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents in Minnesota, sparking widespread outrage and calls for reform. This incident highlights concerns about the treatment of migrant families and the need for immigration reform. Lastly, President Donald Trump has announced that federal law enforcement will not engage with protests unless invited by local governments, while vowing to protect federal buildings from attacks. This decision comes amid ongoing tensions between protesters and Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents in cities like Minneapolis, where Operation Metro Surge is underway. The use of the Insurrection Act has been floated as a potential response to these protests, raising concerns about civil liberties and the role of the military in domestic affairs. We invite our listeners to share their thoughts on these critical issues. Should local authorities be given more autonomy in managing demonstrations, or is a stronger federal presence necessary to ensure public safety? Tune in to our upcoming segments for in-depth analysis and discussion on these topics. I'm Barbara. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm Louis, your guide through the fascinating world of AI, technology, and market analysis. Firstly, the precious metals market is experiencing volatility, with experts warning of unpredictability. We've seen significant fluctuations in the value of these metals, and investors should be prepared for any eventuality. Secondly, Oracle is making waves in the AI data center race with its unique bring-your-own-chip business model. Although the company faces challenges, including a heavy debt load and dependence on OpenAI, some analysts remain bullish on its growth potential. If you're looking for a high-risk, high-reward investment, Oracle might be worth considering, but approach with caution. Lastly, as India prepares for its upcoming budget announcement, market analysts are weighing in on the potential winners and losers. Infrastructure and defense stocks such as Larsen & Toubro and Hindustan Aeronautics are expected to benefit from the government's spending plans. The power and renewables sector, including companies like NTPC and Tata Power, will also likely receive a significant boost. Investors are advised to focus on quality names in preferred sectors and adopt a buy-on-dips approach. Tune in for more in-depth analysis and updates throughout the day. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and remember, in the world of AI and markets, only the most agile and adaptable will thrive. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, SpaceX's ambitious plan to launch a network of satellites designed to provide unparalleled computing power for AI applications has sparked both excitement and concern within the scientific community. While this technology has the potential to transform numerous fields, from medicine to climate modeling, it also raises important questions about space congestion, environmental impact, and the risk of collisions between objects in low Earth orbit. Secondly, a retired Russian inspector satellite, Lusha, has broken apart in orbit, leaving behind a trail of debris that poses a significant threat to operational spacecraft in high Earth orbit. This fragmentation event highlights the growing concern of space debris and its potential impact on the long-term sustainability of space exploration. Lastly, NASA's latest mission to the moon's far side has sparked a sense of adventure and discovery, reminding us of the infinite possibilities that await us in the vast unknown. As we embark on this extraordinary journey, it's essential to acknowledge the significance of international cooperation, scientific literacy, and responsible stewardship of our planet. As we gaze up at the starry expanse, we're reminded of the importance of maintaining a sense of wonder, curiosity, and awe, while also acknowledging our responsibility to protect the delicate balance of our planet and its surroundings. In the words of Carl Starman, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Join us today as we explore these stories in more depth and discuss the implications for the future of space exploration. Stay curious and keep looking up at those stars. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We're summarizing the top sports stories from the past few days. Firstly, in football, we've been closely monitoring the situation with Drake May, the Patriots quarterback, who's facing an uncertain status for Super Bowl LX due to health concerns. If May is unable to play, backup quarterback Josh Dobbs will take the helm, and we've analyzed his stats and potential impact on the game. In other news, B365 is offering a promotion for new users, providing 100 in bonus bets when they sign up using the code OFFOFOFOFO2365. This offer can be used across various sports, including NBA and NHL games, adding an extra layer of excitement to your viewing experience. Lastly, in baseball, we've received confirmation that Shohei Ohtani will not be pitching for Team Japan in the upcoming World Baseball Classic. Instead, he'll participate as a designated hitter, which has significant implications for both his personal performance and the team's overall strategy. These are the key stories we're following at the AIDailyPress. We'll continue to bring you updates and analysis throughout the day. So, now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we're looking at the ongoing debate over immigration policy in Texas, where a new law has sparked controversy and concern among local communities. We'll be exploring the impact of this law on residents and businesses in the area. Next, we're heading to Fulton County, Georgia, where voters are weighing in on a special runoff election for a state Senate seat. Democrat Taylor Remitt is facing off against Republican Leigh Wamsgans in a closely watched contest that could have significant implications for the future of Texas politics. Finally, we're examining the importance of trust, transparency, and accountability in our democratic institutions, following the recent story from Fulton County, where election officials are working to ensure the integrity of the voting process. We'll be discussing the role of empathy and compassion in our public discourse, and how it relates to the current state of politics. These stories highlight the complexity and diversity of American life, from the heart of Texas to the polling stations of Georgia. Join us as we delve into these topics and explore the common threads that bind us together as a nation. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Firstly, the documentary about Melania Trump's life has sparked controversy, with critics arguing it's a propaganda piece designed to promote the Trump brand. The film, which was heavily influenced by Melania herself, has been met with skepticism, and its reception remains to be seen. In other news, the entertainment world is mourning the loss of Demond Wilson, the talented actor best known for his iconic role as Lamont Sanford in the hit TV show Sanford and Son. Wilson passed away at 75 due to complications from prostate cancer, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire and influence the industry. I also want to touch on my own article about Demon Wilson, where I reflected on his remarkable career and the importance of demanding respect in an industry often dominated by ego and politics. Wilson's journey was not without its challenges, but he persevered, using his platform to speak out against injustice and advocate for greater representation in Hollywood. Finally, we have some exciting news about the Jaywalker podcast, which has debuted at number 1 on the Apple Podcasts Lifestyle chart and number 2 on the iHeart Podcast charts. The podcast features unfiltered conversations at the intersection of culture, faith, leadership, and modern life, and with strong brand partnerships, it's positioned for sustained growth and broader cultural impact. Tune in to our upcoming segments for more in-depth analysis and discussions on these stories. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, in the world of science, researchers at the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg, have made a groundbreaking discovery about the elusive Florida scrub millipede. This unique species, found only in Central Florida, plays a vital role in its ecosystem, and conservation efforts are necessary to protect it from significant habitat loss. In other news, we're celebrating the art of photography with the Sony World Photography Awards. This year's shortlist features breathtaking images from around the world, showcasing the creativity and talent of young photographers. From serene landscapes to vibrant street scenes, these photographs capture the essence of our diverse and ever-changing world. Lastly, in a testament to human curiosity and collaboration, scientists have been making strides in various fields, from studying rare species to advancing our understanding of the natural world. These breakthroughs remind us of the awe-inspiring power of scientific discovery and the importance of preserving our planet's biodiversity. Tune in to our full episodes for more in-depth stories and analysis. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenager for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.